Hello, David Paul here. Right, well, I'm going to do a wee video here on the situation with my house. When I left here, there were some workmen who were fixing up this mill house thing, and they've replaced the roof on that, and they've done a nice job there. That's really good. I'm really pleased with that. They've done a really nice job, so I'm glad of that. This valley in front of my house is heavily overgrown. Which suggests to me these are kind of allotments of land. That suggests me somebody has died and that land's not getting utilised. But over here, there's vegetables over here and stuff like that. So I guess things are going okay. There's all of this growth of gorse here, which is kind of nobody's territory, so nobody's chopping it down. That's the way it is. But up here, this was my driveway. I'm going to have to dig that all out to get a car in there. But not a problem. It's to hell with it, you know. I'll just do it some later date. It's not a priority. But up at the top there, oh my God, that there olive tree, which is mine, is absolutely enormous. It was nowhere near that size. It's really grown in the 2 years. And what else? And there are numerous, all those pine trees are new, they're grown there. There are numerous things that it's becoming like a nature reserve. It's so full of stuff. I think that's my olive tree there as well. So that's fine. I'll get a couple of gallons of olives, or probably olives, you know, or olive oil eventually out of that. I'm not overly concerned about that. The house is still in the same condition. Nothing wrong here. I got all this overgrown front, which doesn't matter. The stonework is looking good. I was concerned, like, you know, how is this place faring? But it's faring just well. It's looking great. It stood empty for 55 years, so it should, you know, another 2 years on top of that, 57. So it should be fine. And look at that beautiful stonework there that I've revealed. So I really got to get this moving now, because within 3 months I've got to have this suitable to bring a woman and 4 kids to. Jesus Lord, I have so much work to do in the stinking heat. Never mind. Anyway, there is an olive tree, or no, this is not an olive tree. This is an oak tree. No, there's oak tree there, which is just a baby seedling. But this olive tree beside my house is about twice the size it used to be. Don't care, it's shade. The guys have been pruning here. All right, I see what they've done. They've pruned that tree there. And it's a lot more shady than it used to be, because it's all turning into native forest. What the hell? What do we care? It doesn't matter. Oh dear me. I have an oak tree growing at the back of my house here. That's within the permitted size of being able to prune that and get rid of it. Because that's going to be a problem for the foundations of the house. But personally, I think I'm not going to bother with that. I'm going to leave it. I don't want any controversy. This land here and backwards is all mine, and over there. So that's like really full and really grown up. I made a video about a bougainvillea planted at the back there. I don't see its presence, so it's possibly died. I have a terrible time with bougainvillea. Never mind. So anyway, remnants of stuff that I used to have, this thing here. Inside, you know, I've been living in very small spaces. And now, looking at this, I realise that I've got quite a substantial quantity of, you know, space once I get this fixed up. So it's not going to be too bad. It's not going to be too bad. Nobody's stolen my beams, they're still there. Yeah. Not bad at all. So that there beam there can move across a little bit to the edge of that window and make a large living room type thing at the bottom, and then over here this is just going to be a bedroom type thing. So that's looking like it's going to be okay. My big issue now is I have to find timbers for the floor and then get up onto the roof and start fitting that out. So my friend Keith, he's gone to see this woman Jackie, who owes her €100 and he's going to give her money, and so I have to sort out my stuff and get ready because we're going to go to the bar. So nothing too much to worry about here. Nothing too much. And here's Keith. So
it might be your lucky day. Listen, up this lane here, they've felled a load of logs and they're at the side of the road.
yeah,
Big 12-foot lengths of fucking that diameter.
that is great, but like, so long as they consent to selling them to me, there's a grumpy git who's in charge of everything round here, and he will not sell me, he wouldn't let sell me a pencil, that guy, well, just to spite me for some reason.
They only go for
people don't like money, so some people...
shit paper.
Huh?
Anyway, come on, let's get going.
Anyway, okay, that's it, finished, and I'm going to head off to the pub with Keith. Jesus be with you.